Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, and salutation to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Hey, this is a quick little lesson, man. It's just going into basically Job 9:24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. He covered the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. And the name, as you can see, of this book is called Picture History of Jewish Civilization, right? Now, on this first page, it tells you the Hebrews and biblical history. All right, and you see a man, he's like a Ephraimite, man. All right, and just scroll through some of these pictures. All right, what you see? Women with Negro features. Look at that. Look at the full lips. Look at the nose. Look at the skin coloration. And same thing here. Look at the full lips. All right, and then you got actual paintings and stuff that wasn't carved. Okay, dark skin. Okay, afros, beard, the curly knotted hair. And you got the Egyptian with the wrap, with the hair wrap on, man. Okay, and the Egyptians with dark skin too. And you got the Hebrew slave holding the grapes for him. All right, Negroes, man, dark, from light to dark at that. Just as same today, man, from light to dark, man. These are the Israelites right here. You can't scoff at this. This is clay. All right, afros, man, afros, tightly curl afros, man, not that fake Jewish perm that they be trying to get, man. That curly hair. Look at this, dark skin afros. Look at this. Look who getting trampled over. All right. Taking down who? Israelites, man. All right. Same here. The Egyptians dark. All right. Just as the Negroes, man. Hey, in Genesis, the 50th chapter, they confused when Joseph was taking Jacob, their father, to bury him. They confused him and said, "What? It's a great morning for the Egyptians." They called the Israelites the Egyptians, man. Hey, look, one thing you can't do is fake artwork, man. These are clay models. Okay, look at this, dark skin, Negro features, big ass lips, man. All right, look at the hair. This is irrefutable proof. People always want pictures. They want proof from the ancient times. Here you go, man. Something actually from the ancient world. This ain't a modern painting, all right? A modern rendition of what they feel they look like, man. All right? So as you see, Negroes, man. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Tightly curled hair, man. They knocked the nose and the lips off. All right? And this is what Esau does, man. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Look at that. Tightly curled hair. Afros and beards, man. All right? Look at this. Afros and beards. Afros and beards. Negro features, man. You can't deny this stuff. Tightly curled hair, man. You can't say, oh, they ain't had the advanced tools to make it come down. Because we saw the Egyptian hairdress, and he had his look like it was some dangling Edomite hair. Same right here. This comes down, the head covering. Okay? So this is intentional. All right, to show the features. This is who it really was, man. So-called Negroes. Afros and beards. All right, well, in this case, afros. Salakia. Afros, man. Negro women, man. All right? Now, this is going to the diaspora. So now what's going to start happening is when you get more towards modern times, so they stop showing images right here. All right? Until you get to when they start showing Edomites. And they tell you why. I'm going to get straight to it. This is page 94 of the book. I'm going to just read this one little paragraph. In the book, Nistarot de Rabbi Simeon Bar Yohei, The Secrets of Rabbi Simon ben Joy, written in Palestine in the 8th century, there is a beautiful legend which expresses the feelings of the Jews of that generation and their hope for their people. And when he saw that the kingdom of the sons of Ishmael would eventually spread throughout the world, Simeon Bar Yohei wept and said, "Lord of the universe, is is it not enough for your sons what the evil kingdom of Edom, Rome, did to them? This is ancient history, man. All right, Edom is Rome. All right. You must also send a kingdom of Ishmael. Ishmael is the Arabs. Esau is not the Arabs. Ishmael is the Arabs. This is going because this is coming in after Muhammad. This is what it's talking about. Okay? Your precious Renaissance that you like to go in so much. Here you go. Edom is Rome. Ishmael, who Muhammad comes from, is the Arabs. Okay? Now let's see what Edom starts to do. Let's get this. The Khazars. In this period of glory for the autonomous Jewish community in Babylonia, the religion of the Jews and their way of life attracted many persons. All right, people started to convert to, well, so-called convert, because to convert means to return. But in the modern word, you know, they started to fake convert over to our faith. All right, because what happened even in the time of Assyria, in the time of Assyria, 2 Kings 18. All right, they learned our ways. All right, because the land is cursed if you don't keep the laws right. And the Lord sent lions on them. They was eating them. So what did they do? They went and took priests. All right, they went and took priests, Levites, and made them teach the heathens our ways so they can live on that land. And then that's where you get Nehemiah from when they came to say, "Can we build the temple? We worship your God as you do." Let me get that precept, man. Let's get a little history. All right, give me 1 second. I always do this. Either Ezra or Nehemiah. I'm not that. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is Ezra 4:1. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord, power of Israel, this lets you know that the other nations are our enemies, man, for one. This is talking about the heathens that was placed in our land. All right, by the king of Assyria, Sennacherib. Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, "Let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Ashradon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither." So basically, it's letting you know that when the Syrian king placed these heathens there, they took on our customs. And 2 Kings 18 goes into that. That's when it started. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, "Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord, power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, had commanded." So this is all during that same Babylonian time period. So this is going to the Khazars, right? I'm going to read this over. In this period of glory for the autonomous Jewish community in Babylonia, because this is going to a little history, all right? The religion of the Jews and their way of life attracted many persons. Numerous tribes in the Arabian Peninsula and in the various lands of the Near and Middle East adopted Judaism. The most famous of these were the Khazars. All right, so many people took on our customs, man. All right, including the Babylonians, the Cushites, which are the Ethiopians. And that's why they put the Philashers over in our land today. All right, but those are Cushites, man. They claim that due to what happened in 2 Kings. All right, and this is going into the fake Jews now. Because look, the land of Khazars in southern Russia extended from the Caspian Sea to the Black Sea as far as Crimea. The Khazars was a semi-nomadic pagan tribe whose chief was the Kagan. All right, if you know anything about why these crackers call themselves Caucasians, because they come from the Caucasus Mountains after the Renaissance. During the Renaissance, after the Dark Age. And where's the Caucasus Mountains at? in Russia, man, and basically in the same area. Okay? So this is what happened, man. They held on to that as they went into them damn caves. Okay? The land of the Khazars in southern Russia extended from the Caspian Sea to the Black Sea as far as Crimea. The Khazars were a semi-nomadic pagan tribe whose chief was the Kagan. At the beginning of the 8th century, the Khazars became very strong by virtue of their domination of the trade route between the Byzantine Empire and the Far East. For this reason, both the Byzantine emperors and the Baghdad caliphs were interested in cultivating the Khazars and in bringing them under their influence by winning them over to their religion. Paganism was on its last legs. Kagan Bulan of the Khazars, who reigned over his people in the middle of the 8th century, decided to abandon his pagan faith, but could not make up his mind on what new faith to adopt. Alright, let's see, I'm going to skip through some of this just to get to the point. The Kagan noticed that both the Christian and Muslim debaters referred to the Jewish Torah to support their arguments. All right, so here we go. And I'm gonna skip to this point. There are reliable documents which prove that the Khazar rulers retained their Jewish faith for about 150 years. Although the people had the right to observe whatever religion they preferred, the favored position of Judaism in the lands of the Khazars remained until the Khazars themselves fell on evil days when they were defeated by the Russian Svyatoslav. This disaster marked the beginning of the Khazars' political decline. All right, and a lot of them fake Jews actually come out of Russia. Okay, it's that same line right here. All right, you can ask the fake Jews where they go back to. They say Germany, and then most of them will say Russia. All right, just wanted to add this in. You know, reading this, it says this is on page 151. In the 17th century, when the so-called period of enlightenment began in the Western world, a large part of European Jewry dwelt in Poland. The beginnings of Polish Jewry are obscure. Remnants of the Khazars kingdom arriving by the way of the Ukraine, all right, and where's that at? Russia, all right. This is where they came from. There's no getting around it. I was reading through the book some more, and I had to come and read this part, man. All right, the Khazars kingdom arriving by way of Ukraine may have constituted its first communities. Jewish merchants from the Byzantine Empire came to Poland on business, and a number of them may have settled there. Hey, so that's showing the Jews that came from the Byzantine. There's a lot of fake Khazar Jews that's actually confusion of faces too. All right, so keep that in mind too, brothers. But the point was, these fake Jews, man, they come from that Khazar Empire, man. All right, that part of Russia. All right, the Romans that got pushed to that direction. All right, them Edomites, they took on our customs, man. All right, okay. So I'm gonna read a little bit more into this next part. In Babylonia, meanwhile, a traditional Jewish culture based on the Talmud developed. All right, so the Talmud, the book that they follow, they don't follow the Torah or the Torah in the actual Hebrew. They follow the Talmud, which came during the time of the Babylonians, which was when a lot of the heathens was taking on our customs. All right, it's that simple, man. I'm gonna leave that at that, because that's the point. So this group, the Khazars, took on the customs from Babylon, the Talmud, okay, and they got in the power during the Renaissance. So let's see what happened during the Renaissance to prove that. Okay, look, they started to change the pictures. The images started to look pale, like Edomites, man. Look at this. Now y'all Edomites. Look at this. Look, now how they go from dark to looking like these damn devils, to looking like the Romans. And what did we just read about Rome? The Edomites, man. Look at this shit. And these are things that came around during the Middle Ages, man. All right, at the end of the Dark Ages, I should say, during the Renaissance, man. Look at this. They held on to our stuff while they were in that areas of Russia. All right, look at this shit. About the 1300s right here. And here you go. Now that was during the Renaissance, and this is after the Renaissance. Everything was whitewashed. Now everything's completely whitewashed. All right. So I just showed y'all something during the actual Renaissance. You know, 13, 14, 15, 1300s, whatever. And then they said afterwards. Now look at this shit, man. Salakia. All crackers. They all crackers. Now they went from afros and beards to this dead ass hair. And we just read how many different converts came. All right? That the Romans, these crackers who came out the Caucasus Mountains, the same land of what the Khazars were, took on Talmud customs, are the Edomites, the old Romans. Edomites, man. And pictures don't lie. All right? So look, I got, this is Isaiah. It's Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. So your lies have been exposed, man. You can't get around this information right here, man. And this is a book written by white scholars, all right, giving illustrations that they provided. Ancient ones in clay and on side of the walls that can't be altered except by bleaching some, which they tried, all right? But you can't alter that without destroying it, and that's there. And then you got the modern stuff after going over the history of the converts coming, and now they all white. All right, this is Obadiah 1. And 6 gets it straight to the point, proving that this is Esau and that they've been lying this whole time. Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Okay, so he's been exposed, man. This is how right now that veil has been taken back. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, he's been exposed, revealed as the son of perdition. All right, and there's no escaping it, man. Pictures don't lie, and the word of the Lord don't lie. We already knew it. This is for your sakes, those that didn't believe, man. So you got no excuse when you continue to doubt and scoff at us being the Israelites and this guy being the damn devil, the Edomites. All right, converts. All right, you have no excuse when that judgment comes. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, and salutations to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity.
Shalom.
Shalom.